This is a secret to know what makes you unique and how to have meaning in life. You might be feeling like you are lost, disconnected with yourself, and then you start to read, to discover more things about how you can find purpose, how you can actually start to enjoy life. And maybe you have already been trying meditation, you have done yoga, you have had an awakening, and still you are trying to find out what makes you good, what makes you unique, what really will bring you that joy that you are looking for, that you are craving. So let's discover why is it important to do this secret that I'm gonna tell you, and also how to do it. Well, the secret is nothing so difficult or complex to realize, but it all starts by quieting your mind. So, why is it important to quiet your mind? Because, first of all, if you want to solve or fix that problem of not having meaning in life, you still are attaching to that identity that you have, which makes you not feel good in life. Second thing of why it matters to quiet your mind is that you cannot appreciate the present moment. And this is super important so that you can actually enjoy the life when you have meaning. And third, that if you are open to the new ideas that your mind will throw you when you quiet your mind, then you can actually start to follow that thread and take the next steps. So, yeah, right now I'm drinking here a ginger tea, ginger honey lemon in the mountains of Pai. Here's a really nice river behind me. And I come here to record my videos, but also to find presence, to quiet my mind. Um, it's really interesting because the river really makes me just dissolve my attachments, dissolve my identity, quiet my mind. And I have understood that it's not about what am I gonna do next, but that I really start to enjoy this moment. So coming here to nature, it in a way it forces me to come back to myself and to appreciate being in my body, appreciate being in myself, appreciate observing my mind from a place of detachment and not starting to indulge in that internal dialogue which just fixes my identity, and then whenever life comes and challenges me with new things, then I'm trying to protect myself and I am afraid, I am worried about what's going to happen, about how am I going to solve these problems, and therefore I cannot enjoy my life. So coming to the river brings me in presence, and then I can come back to life, and just like maintaining that stillness, that presence in myself, just taking one step at a time. Quieting your mind, it's very important, but there are like some tricks of why quieting your mind sometimes it doesn't work, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. First of all, the first thing you need to be aware of is that you don't go there and quiet your mind to find an idea, or don't go there to quiet your mind to find a solution. This is contradicting. This is like wanting to improve your dancing skills so that you go to the dance club and find a partner. So basically what you're doing, it's like you're fooling yourself in becoming a good dancer just so that you can get something else. If you want to quiet your mind, you really need to do it with the honest and full-hearted desire of quieting your mind. So let's see what happens. Maybe you are meditating or you are doing some kind of practice where you are quieting your mind, and then you start to worry that you are doing it right, that you are not fully quieting your mind, that you are not getting that idea that you need. Uh, it's like there you still are putting that kind of energy in that attachment, in that identity. So therefore, you need to go and just find that peace in your mind, letting go everything, just letting all the thoughts come. And whenever one thought grasps your attention, no problem. Realize that you can always come back to presence and you are back in home again. It's about consistently being at home with yourself in presence. Maybe you are in the breath, maybe you are listening to the river, maybe you are just like um, feeling your steps one by one by one by one by one. So you need like that kind of focus and energy and intention to keep being in the present moment. It is simple but requires willingness to be there. Point number two is that if you are gonna quiet your mind, you need to be open to let go all of the identities, all of the attachments, all of the things that you feel like they make you something, they bring you value, they come here and solve your life in some way, they give you meaning. You see, you want to find meaning by quieting your mind, but in reality, the paradox is that you need to let go all the things that you feel that they give you meaning, the relationship, your business, your purpose, your meaning in life, whatever it is, your healing, your health. It's about letting all that go consistently like the river. Let them go away. Come back to presence. The more you start to realize that everything that your mind is saying is just a story it's telling about yourself, and you let go that, the more you start to get your power back and be in complete peace in yourself. And this brings us to point number three. The only way that you're gonna find a meaningful life is when you start to give meaning to the stories of your past life. You see, if you start to let go all those identities, all those attachments, all those things, the relationships, all those thoughts, all those beliefs, then you start to open yourself to create a new life. And that means that you are not attached to what the new life is bringing you. You need to let go all that old skin. You are preparing yourself for that new life that you want to. But if you are attached to that new life of meaning, guess what? You're not gonna make the best out of it. You're not gonna enjoy every single moment. You're gonna be worried about losing it. You're gonna be worried about how to keep it with all your effort. You're gonna be drained because now imagine that you have something so valuable in your life, but you still are attached to it. Then imagine how much you're gonna suffer. The only way that that meaningful life is gonna come to you is when you can be totally detached from it. Okay? So that's why it's really important that you cultivate this practice of meditation or whatever kind of activity brings you in the present moment. What I do in my life is to do vipassana meditation and also do the technique of stalking of Toltec teachings. And what I do is that I start to see what are all my fears, all my behaviors, all my triggers, all my feelings, my anger, where it comes from, my sadness, my fears, even also my joy, also my enjoyment in life. I start to identify them. So when I go into meditation, then I can see what identity is speaking. I already know where's the fear, I already know where's the anger, I already know where's the resentment, I already know where's the worry. So then I can easily let it go. To do this, you need to journal a lot every day. I really recommend you to journal about your feelings. And this is gonna complement your meditation practice really well. So then you can actually let go with much more lightness everything that comes. So don't expect that meditation is gonna solve your life or fix your life, but use the meditation just to enjoy the present moment. Find that joy in the meditation practice. Don't use it as something that complements your life, but something that changes the way you live life in a different way. I hope you like this video. This is my new channel, Powerful Freedom. My name is Issa, and please check my next video, which is called How to Trust Your Choices without approval of anyone else. You can find it at the end of this video. And please hit the subscribe button and like this video, and like looking forward to see how you create that meaningful life that you're looking for and make a change in this world. Take care.